Welcome. Hi, how about we dive in with a reading from The Secret Language of Birthdays book by Gary Goldschneider and Joost Elfers for June 6th, the day of the visionary. And here we have a picture of a halved peach or apricot maybe beside a maze. That's right. The day of the visionary. Hey, is it June 6th and it's your birthday today? Well, if it is, I just want to say happy birthday. And if you're finding this video long after that day has happened, well, I hope you had a happy birthday. But for everyone else who's just joining us randomly, I just want to say welcome, and I hope you enjoy yourself. So let's dive in, shall we? Your month is June. Your day is the 6th. Your sign is 14 to 16 degrees Gemini of the Gemini II period specifically. And your quality and elements is mutable air. June 6th, the day of the visionary. June 6th people have a vision which is truly a part of them. It can manifest in their profession, family affairs, or field of study, but will influence every aspect of their life. Carrying through on their often far-reaching plans is given top priority, and therefore those born on this day can be lonely or unable to share at a deep level with those who have close relationships with them. It is as if their heart is already spoken for. The greatest danger to June 6 people is that their vision will carry them to extremes of both word and deed. Negative results of such extremism can range from personal injury to failure, or even death. Thus, those born on this day must be guarded in the use of unusual energies granted them. Polarities of all sorts captivate and attract June 6 people. And those born in this day have little time for compromise or seeking the meaning of life, but usually go flat out after their goals and desires. And some June 6 people appear moderate or even conservative in appearance and demeanor. But beneath such a veneer, it is likely a creature of a more radical nature lurks. If those born in this day are forced by society or circumstances to lead more predictable lives, then their wilder side sublimates in dreams and fantasies. Women born on this day may well have a few unusual, even bizarre qualities, but it is June 6 men who can be truly strange. Less highly evolved people born on this day have crackpot schemes and flawed visions which they are unable to realize. And these less gifted or advanced people must learn to accept their role in life and seek more pragmatic outlets for their facile minds. In the case of extreme mental imbalance, criminal and psychological destructive acts can also manifest. The most successful June 6 people inevitably use their visionary abilities to enlighten and advance those around them, often through a unique kind of communication, whether written, spoken, or nonverbal. The ideas of such people serve as an inspiration to those capable of understanding them. And in order to reach a wider audience, June 6 people sometimes need to go to great lengths to ensure that their message is crystal clear and that there are no intervening blocks between themselves and their audience. Those born on June 6 have a revolutionary zeal, a desire to remake existing social structures as they see it for the better. And above all, freedom is the watchword of this day. All right, let's dive into those born on this day so June 6 people know what company they are in. But if you're not interested in that, just advance in the chapters to your numbers and planets, tarot, and health, etc. But I find it's important that we find out what company June 6 people are in. All right. Born on this day, we have Thomas Mann, who was a German Nobel Prize-winning novelist of The Magic Mountain and Dr. Faustus, also Death in Venice. We have Alexander Pushkin, who was a Russian 19th century poet, novelist of Eugene Onegin, and a playwright of Boris Godunov. Also a formative influence in modern Russian language, which I am not well versed in, obviously. Diego Velázquez, a Spanish 17th century painter, and Nathan Hale, the American revolutionary, who was a patriot and executed by the British as a spy. And he's famous for saying, "I regret I have but one life to give for my country." We also have Marion Wright Edelman, who's a children's activist, founder, president of the Children's Defense Fund. We have Ahmed Sukarno, Indonesian political leader, won independence from the Netherlands and the first president at 18 years of age to be ousted by a coup. We have Dame Ninette de Valois, who's a British choreographer, and a founder-director of the Royal Ballet and School. We have Billie Whitelaw, who's a British radio stage actress and a Beckett performer. Bjorn Borg, a Swedish world champion tennis player, and won 6 French Opens and 5 straight Wimbledons. We have Jimmy Lunsford, who's a band leader. Robert Englund, who was the film actor. Freddy Krueger on Nightmare on Elm Street fame. Roy Innes, conservative African-American activist. Alexandra Fyodorova, the late Russian Tsarina and wife of Nicholas II, and said to be under Rasputin's spell and executed by the Bolsheviks after a revolution. We have Kirk Orion, an airline corporation founder and a pilot. David R. Scott, U.S. astronaut. Robert F. Scott, British captain and Antarctic explorer. And Ben Hunter, radio and TV personality. Ariam Katurian, Armenian composer. Pierre Corneille, French 17th century playwright. Okay, let's move on to your numbers and your planets. Those born in the 6th of the month are ruled by the number 6 and by the planet Venus. Because those ruled by the number 6 are magnetic in attracting love and admiration, and since Venus is strongly connected with social interaction, June 6 people inevitably work with others in a social context. And those born on this day will also be facile in conjuring up mental visions, aided by Mercury, the ruler of Gemini, which can play their part in literary, commercial, or artistic creations. Love is often the dominant theme in the life of a person ruled by the number 6. And here is your tarot. The 6th card of the major arcana is the Lovers, symbolizing the love that unites all of humanity through integration of masculine and feminine polarities. On the good side of this card indicates affections and desires on a high moral, aesthetic, and physical plane. On the bad side, unfulfilled desires, sentimentality, and indecisiveness. Okay, here is your health. June 6 people may have to be watched carefully by their family and friends, as their extremism tends to override a healthy and necessary sense of fear. It is a mistake to laugh off a statement made by a June 6 person about what they plan to do just because it sounds dangerous or foolhardy. Their intention to carry out their plan is probably dead serious. Conscientious therapy or counseling can be crucial for helping June 6 people through times of crisis. And those who live with them must also be highly understanding and supportive. Well-rounded, stabilizing, and conservative diets are recommended. Here is your advice. Learn to share more with others. Beware of the effect you have on those around you. Look to do the little jobs of maintenance that must be done, and try to keep your feet on the ground. And here is your meditation. Technique is purely individual. It is a personal means of expression. All right, here are your strengths and your weaknesses. You're visionary, expressive, and artistic. And your weaknesses are misunderstood, extremist, and off base. Your season is spring, and once again, your zodiac sign is Gemini, of the Gemini II period, specifically, and your quality and element is mutable, air. And this has been June 6th, the day of the visionary. I struggled through getting through those names on those born on this day, but that's what happens when you throw in some Russian on me. In any event, this has been The Secret Language of Birthdays by Gary Goldschneider and Joost, and I have an affiliate link for this book down in the description if you're interested in picking up a copy or just shopping through it to support the channel. Either way, you're helping me out, and I appreciate it. But yeah, go pick you up a copy. This thing, it lives on and off my bookshelf. Well, obviously, because I'm doing the crazy book reads here for you, but other people I've convinced to get this book. It tends to do the same for them too, on the coffee table or out there at the couch, getting the conversation started. In any event, hey, if it was your birthday today, I just want to say happy birthday. And for everyone else who's just joining us out of curiosity, I hope you enjoyed yourself and you come back for your birthday reading. Take care of yourselves.